There's nothing there.
That's an authorized immigration officer.
They did all of this for one fucking individual. All this for one individual. And he's not an immigrant, right? Yeah, he's not.
He has no charges. Like, why are they?
Of course not. Of course.
I'm immigration officer.
No reason.
No. There's a piece of paper that they're pulling off of the tab in their car.
Yeah, because you can tell from right over here.
I don't even think it's a real.
Yeah, it's not.
Remember not to sign any papers without having a lawyer.
From the district court.
I think it's out.
Get the fuck out of here! Are you afraid? You should be!
Peter Pan here. You know, I thought growing up would be the worst. Bills! Responsibility, pants. Done it. It's called Let. Grown-up perks, zero grown-up stress. Woo! Insurance and roadside assistance. Yep. It's cool. I've got AAA. Get discounts on dining and travel. Let's be a member. A little more whipped cream, please. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here!
Thank you. Thank you. A little bit more, a little back behind it.
Diamond Gang, there is over 2,000 ICE agents. 2,000 ICE agents in the Twin Cities. This is crazy.
Clarence worldwide bestseller double serum, 2 serums in one, powered by Clarence breakthrough anti-aging defense technology with 22 now.
State leaders, they're accusing the federal government of targeting Minnesota for political reasons. And they have filed a lawsuit to stop the surge, Diamond Gang. It's going down. The Attorney General and both mayors are suing the Trump administration. calling the ICE deployment a federal invasion down in gang. A federal invasion.
You are violating human rights. Tell me what right you have in this space.
And guess what? Despite the backlash, DHS is reportedly sending hundreds of more agents to Minnesota. So there's more coming. There is more coming. Minnesota is on fire. Again, I repeat, St. Paul and the state of Minnesota filed a federal lawsuit down in gang. It's going down to Minnesota. There's already 2,000 agents there. Guess what? They're sending more. They're sending more. This is insane. Can y'all hear me? Put a 1 in the chat. I got kicked out the studio. I'm sorry, y'all. This is bad.
Pulling off of the tab in their car. Yeah, you can tell from right over here.
Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah, sorry, gang. I got kicked out the studio. It keep up. Okay. I'm gonna stop it. Hold on. So good. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know y'all can hear me real good. Going down in Minnesota. I keep getting kicked out of StreamYard. I don't know why, but I am. I guess my hotspot signals is not strong enough for this laptop. I'm not sure. But we are going live. We will be talking about ICE again. It's just when you thought it was dimming down a little bit, it's heating right back up. Right back up. Let me take a look, y'all. There's some other things going on. Okay, Christy Gnome, face red from the try to share this. Let's take a look at it. This is crazy. Am I still? Hey, what's up, Marion? If it's still buffering, y'all, I might just go ahead and end this live and just news as quick as possible. I cannot believe they got over. They have 2,000 ICE agents there, and they are sending more. That is insane, insane, insane. Hold on. And then the state of Minnesota is suing Trump and his boys. Give me 1 second. This is something else. Let me take a look at a few things. They live in the house now. Wow, this ride is crazy. Let me take a look. It's still y'all here tonight. We will be talking about ICE. We're going to be talking about citizens that were detained for no reason. I do have a couple clips, but what is really crazy is they detained a 71-year-old lady. It was horrible.
What if you have a
it's like there's no limitations and they're just running wild like animals, doing what they just making up the rules as they go type shit. This is I can't believe
because
it.
your mortgage
Let me see
company
if this will play.
doesn't care if you're recovering.
Hold on.
The payments still
This
do.
is insane.
And most disability insurance only
lot
replaces
going on.
about 60% of your income if you qualify. So you're looking
That
at
lady came
reduced
out
income.
screaming.
And we're
Here
here to
we go,
announce a
Minnesota.
lawsuit we're filing against the United States Department of
They
Homeland
ain't
Security
playing.
to end the unlawful, unprecedented surge of the federal law enforcement agents into Minnesota.
Period.
Because this has to stop. It just has to stop. We allege that the obvious targeting of Minnesota for our diversity, for our democracy, And our differences of opinion with the federal government is a violation of the Constitution and of federal law. We allege that the surge's reckless impact on our schools, on our local law enforcement, is a violation of the 10th Amendment and the sovereign laws and powers of the Constitution grants to states. We allege that DHS's use of excessive and lethal force, their warrantless, racist arrests, their targeting of our courts, our churches, houses of worship, and schools are a violation of the Administrative Procedures Act on arbitrary and capricious federal actions. And we ask that the courts will end the surge of thousands of DHS agents into Minnesota. We ask the courts to end the DHS unlawful behavior in our state, the intimidation, the threats, the violence. We ask the courts to end the tactics on our places of worship, our schools, our courts, our marketplaces, our hospitals, and even funeral homes. The deployment of thousands of armed mass DHS agents to Minnesota has done our state serious harm. This is, in essence, a federal invasion of the Twin Cities and Minnesota, and it must stop. DHS agents have sown chaos and terror across the metropolitan area and in cities across the state of Minnesota. Schools have gone onto lockdown. Entire districts have had to cancel school for tens of thousands of students to ensure safety and offer online education because of the students and the parents' fear of coming into the school. Local businesses are struggling. Revenues are down. And some retail stores, daycares, and restaurants have actually closed because people are afraid to go out and to do their shopping, whether they're immigrants or whether they are citizens of many generations. This surge has made us less safe. Thousands of poorly trained, aggressive, and armed agents of the state, of the federal government, have rolled into our communities, overwhelmed our local police departments, and law enforcement agencies should be focused on our public safety. But instead, many are dealing with the aftermath of DHS agents' chaos and violence. I want to thank our law enforcement officers for doing a tremendous job under very difficult circumstances. Not the people, but the federal government. Minneapolis police have had to respond to more than 20 ICE-related incidents, like witnesses seeking people being pulled into unmarked vehicles by men in mass, or ICE abandoning vehicles on the street with people detained inside. This is an unlawful commandeering of police resources.
Any type of psychological
responding to the chaos ICE has cost the city $2 billion in law enforcement and overtime expenses.
We can have a bunch of nuts.
And I wish I could stop there, but I can't, because these poorly trained, aggressive, and armed agents of the federal state have terrorized Minnesota with widespread unlawful conduct. They're making unconstitutional arrests and using excessive force. DHS agents have barged into restaurants asking to access secure areas. And when asked to present a warrant, which is required by law, they respond, "We don't need one."
Open your door for them.
DHS agents have arrested peaceful bystanders. They have fired chemical irritants at people obeying lawful orders while exercising their First Amendment rights. They have even done so at some of our most sensitive places, like Roosevelt High School here in
The CRM. Your old CRM is holding you back.
Here in Minneapolis, they have detained law-abiding citizens, leaving them handcuffed for hours just because of the color of their skin or what they're wearing, or they speak English with an accent. And on January 7th, 2026, a DHS agent shot and killed Renee Good, leaving her children without a mother and her 6-year-old son without either parent. This has to stop. So let's be clear. It never should have started. These agents have no good reason to be here. Minnesota's non-citizen immigrant population is just 1.5%, which is half the national average. Our state's percentage is lower than Utah, Texas, and Florida's, but none of those states have thousands of federal agents swarming their streets or harming their people. The administration says that they're focused on finding criminals. Worst of the worst, they say.
Put a one in the
But
chat.
many of the people the DHS is arresting
Let
in
me know
Minnesota
if you got
have no criminal history. It's a pattern. In 2025, 93% of the people arrested by ICE had no violent criminal history. 65% had no criminal convictions at all, and randomly stopping people in the street because their skin color isn't the one expect or want, isn't doing a thing to help public safety. I've heard the administration talk about fraud. No, not the 43 fraud convictions the president has, or the $43 million fraudsters the president has pardoned, but instead saying that ICE is here to look for fraud somehow. You know, we work with federal government all the time, and if the federal government wants to help us with forensic accountants, we're open to that conversation. But these ICE agents,
we will be
who
talking
are
about
engaged
Keith
in the
Porter.
behavior that they're
His
engaged
daughter
in,
spoke out today.
are not helping public safety at all.
Keith Porter. He was
Immigration enforcement agents aren't trained to investigate fraud, and
ICE
randomly stopping
agent.
people in the street because you don't like their
We
accent
will
isn't
be
going to
talking
stop
about
fraud.
him tonight.
So
Say his
enforcing
name,
federal
Keith
immigration
Porter.
law and fighting fraud are just pretexts for this surge. The real reason, it's no secret. Donald Trump and his administration have been targeting people, cities, and states that don't agree with them politically.
Yeah.
He singled out Minnesota countless times. He's called us corrupt and crooked. He's attacked our funding to the tune of billions of dollars, which we are challenging. And we fought back, of course. He's attacked programs that Minnesotans rely on and tried to shut them down and pay taxes for. And he's attacked Minnesotans with despicable, racist, xenophobic
This is the
language.
first president
The
that
truth
I've
is,
ever seen
Donald Trump doesn't
literally
seem to like
act
our
on
state very
personal
much.
feelings.
But what's that about?
Literally.
He doesn't like our best in the nation, safe and secure elections. And sometimes
Just
he doesn't
out,
like
just
who we
don't
choose
care.
in them.
Don't try to
Just
hide
last
it,
week,
nothing.
Trump claimed that he won Minnesota 3 times, when in fact, he's never won Minnesota. He doesn't like how we take care of each other or how we make sure our kids have enough to eat. He doesn't like the strength that immigrant communities bring to our state. And he doesn't seem to like that we protect our neighbors no matter where they were born. In short, the Trump administration's decision to target Minnesota and Twin Cities is motivated by a desire to retaliate against Trump's perceived political opponents, who are the people of the state of Minnesota and Twin Cities, rather than any good faith concerns about immigration enforcement, public safety, or law enforcement. In conclusion, I didn't have the pleasure and the benefit of knowing Renee Good, but her friends and family knew her as someone who was kind, someone who loved her family deeply, and someone willing to stand up for her neighbors. That sounds like the Minnesota that I know. The administration wants to paint false political narratives about us, but we know who we are and we know our rights.
The feds could
The
totally
Constitution
shut
gives
them
Minnesota
out and not give
the
them an
sovereign
ounce
authority
of
to
piece
protect
of
health
evidence.
and well-being of every single person who lives on our borders. The Constitution gives us the right to vote for who we want, pray however we want, and be whoever we want.
Now, I think that
without
they will
fear
prevail
of being
civilly,
racially profiled, assaulted, or killed in
I
our own
just, I don't
communities.
think nothing criminal is going to
We're
happen.
going to defend those rights,
But we'll see.
because as much as they like to believe it, DHS is not above the law, and the people of Minnesota are certainly not beneath it. Let me now bring forward my mayor, the mayor where I go home at night and is doing a wonderful job protecting our city, Mayor Jacob Fry.
Real quick. What up, it's your girl Yolanda, the great with the great spills the tea. Diamond Gang. A 43-year-old father, Keith Porter, was shot and killed by an off-duty ICE agent on New Year's Eve. His family says the story being told publicly is not the truth. We are going to listen to what's being reported along with Keith Porter's daughter. Keith Porter, 43, was fatally shot by an off-duty ICE agent in Northridge, Los Angeles on New Year's Eve. Officials claimed the agent believed he was responding to an active shooter situation. The family strongly disputes the government's version of events and is calling for justice and transparency, while community members have held vigils demanding accountability. Diamond Gang. Keith Porter's daughter spoke out on TikTok, sharing what this loss has done to their family. Let's take a listen, Diamond Gang.
My name is Renee Porter. My father's name was Keith Porter Jr. My father's dead. He was killed by an off-duty ICE agent. It was unjust. And I've seen things I don't like, and I want to remind people that this is real life. This is my real life. This isn't news. This is an article I can just swipe away on. My dad's dead. Please respect him. Say his name. Fuck ICE and Black Lives Matter. Justice for Keith Porter Jr.
Diamond Gang. Her message sent chills through my body. Hearing directly from his daughter, the investigation is on and the community continues to call for transparency. Diamond Gang, I want to know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on my next video. That's who we will be talking about him tonight as well. So make sure y'all tune in. It's going to be a little later. I love y'all. I will see y'all later on. And hopefully I won't have these technical issues. Like I said, I'm out and about. So I'm using hotspot. I'm not on the like no home internet. But guys, go ahead and